there, South Jersey, and happy Sunday to you. Well, you can put away the umbrellas, well, for now at least. So yesterday's rain total, just under a half of an inch of rain, putting us at almost 4 inches for the month and 6.29 inches for the year. We are at a surplus for both the month and the year, so the drought conditions will not be an issue, at least this month. All right, so before we take a look forward into our crystal balls, let's review the temperatures we've seen so far in February. And I know with the brisk winds we've seen a lot, it hasn't felt quite as warm as I'm about to show you the average was. But we've had only 1 day in the 20s. 10 days, the majority of February was spent in the 30s, 8 days in the 40s, and believe it or not, 4 days in the 50s. And I think the 40s and 50s are going to be the trend going into the month of March. When you average that all together, 41 degrees was the average. And like I said, I know it felt a little bit colder because of the constant bombardment of the winds we've seen with these various low pressures that have come through. But in reality, 41 degrees isn't that bad for one of the coldest months in South Jersey historically. All right, so our weather headlines. The clouds are going to clear out by the noon hour, and we still see that brisk breeze from the northwest as that one low that we dealt with yesterday exits stage right. A very nice Monday is on tap with abundantly blue and sunny skies, and an active midweek looks to be setting up for your Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll get to that in just a second. So for your Sunday and Monday, we do have this colder air mass right on top of us, but it's not really cold. We'll call it a little bit chilly. There's that low exiting. So today is going to be one of those days you're going to want to hang on to your briefcase because we will have those gusts upwards of 15 and 20 miles an hour. This high pressure system will chip away at that low. But since we are between the two pressure gradients, again, that will make for the higher winds. It will be a nice couple days in our backyard, but you're going to want to tie down everything. For your Tuesday, here is that setup, another low in the nation's midsection. All of this area right here can expect rain. Some thunderstorms down to our south. We won't have to deal with that. Or the mixing and snow. The mixing will probably be out towards the western Pennsylvania and Ohio region. And even the snow, that's going to be pushed along the northern tier of Indiana, Ohio, New York State. So something we won't have to deal with because temperatures will be way too warm to support the development of snow. So don't worry about that. Your South Jersey 5-day forecast. Again, like I said yesterday, it looks like Monday will be the pick of the week at 48 degrees and abundantly sunny skies. Tuesday and Wednesday, we bring back the chance for some rain, 50 to 49. And then Thursday, this is what I'm looking at next. Does March come in like a lion? Well, there is definitely some data to support. If the storm comes in a little bit later Thursday night, temperatures will drop around the freezing point. So we definitely could see some mixing, maybe a snow shower or two. I'm not predicting a big blizzard here, folks, but the possibility certainly does exist for some kind of wintry activity. 42 for your Friday. And then looking long term, it does look like temperatures will moderate into the 40s and eventually 50s going into the beginning of March. Was Punxsutawney Phil right? Well, you'll have to find out. Have a great day, South Jersey.